Hey Nick, every year I post something kind of cheesy on Facebook, and I decided this year I wasn't going to do that. I want to do something different. So I decided, well, since we're doing this whole YouTube thing, I might as well try a video. So this is kind of my happy anniversary to you. I asked you this morning if it felt like it'd been 8 years, and you said no. And I have to disagree. Over 8 years, we've gone through a lot. We've grown, we've learned, you graduated from college, we've adopted a cat, we've lost a cat, adopted another cat, we lost my mom, we lost my grandma, we've lost jobs, we've changed cars, moved homes, driven across the country, taken a train across the country, flown to Texas and back. We've done a lot. You've made me join the Nerd Nation. You've made me an IndyCar fan. You've made me kind of re-fall in love with music and join me with that. We've started a business together. And you've allowed me to do that, which is really amazing. And I'm super lucky that you are so willing and forgiving sometimes about that. So yeah, it does sometimes feel like it's 8 years. Just because we have done so much. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's been 8 years because I feel like we're still kids. I feel like that kid on that first date sometimes. I don't remember a lot of my drops from when I worked at the Hyatt, but the night I met you, I do. It was a going away party for one of our assistant managers. I, on a whim, just decided, what the hell, I'll invite you out to meet me and some of my coworkers. And you were game for it, go figure. So naturally, because it was a party for one of our coworkers, our whole staff wanted to leave early, or at least on time. And of course, for whatever reason, my drop just would not cooperate, so I couldn't get it to come out even. So I ended up being later and later and later. And we actually finally ended up meeting after midnight, which is why we have our whole battle about which day is our anniversary. And I don't care, because that's half the fun of our little dynamic, I think. But yeah, I totally remember that drop more than any other drop I ever had. The year and a half I worked there. I remember going to work the next day and talking to my friend Nikki. I'm like, I'm not sure if he's the right guy for me. But I decided, you know what, we'd already scheduled a date, so I was going to go on that first date with you regardless. So we did, and then we went on another date, and another date, and another, and another, and some were really great, some were kind of awkward. The night at Adonis, driving home, that was an awkward one. But we kept dating and kept seeing each other, and then we moved in together. And some people are like, "You're moving awful quick," and I was like, "But I'm okay with that," because I thought there was something going there. And obviously there has been, if it's been 8 years now. So thank you. I never thought I would ever meet somebody. Just figured that it would just be me and my little cat alone for the rest of my life. And now 8 years later, I've added another couple cats. I've added hundreds of fish, it feels like. Added a couple dozen instruments along the way. So thank you. It surprises me every day that I'm so lucky. I jokingly tell people at work that I've been with my cat for 12 years, and that's because I feed him, I clean his litter box, I don't let him out the front door. But every day I send you to work and you keep coming back. And I jokingly say, I don't know what's wrong with him. The cat I get, but I don't know what's wrong with this guy, that he keeps coming back and keeps coming back. And I'm extraordinarily lucky in that. So yeah, happy anniversary. I hope this isn't too cheesy or too long or too weird or too green, since the background in my shirt right now is green, but oh well. I look forward to seeing you tonight when we go out to dinner. I know it's not fancy, but Shanghai Mama's is a pretty kick-ass little restaurant. And we're pretty lucky that the bar that we had our first date at continues to be so successful and continues to be such a warm and welcoming place. So we're pretty lucky with Nigel and JC and Below Zero and all their staff, because every time we go in, it's like another home. Um, so again, thank you, honey. Happy anniversary. I love you, and I'll see you tonight.